This is the Transformers Legacy United versus 4-pack featuring the Prime Universe Cliffjumper, Beast Wars Universe Tarantulas, G1 Universe Squeeze Play, and the only Voyager figure in the pack, Cyberverse Universe Tarn. All three are deluxes. And here is a look up top. Here's a look at the back of the box and the bottom. For this review, we will be focusing on the Cyberverse Universe Voyager class Tarn. Let's get him out of packaging. And here is Legacy United Cyberverse Universe Tarn out of the box. And holy heck, you guys, I did not expect this one to be this amazing. I'm not being sarcastic, just to qualify that. I honestly thought this thing was going to be the worst one in the lot, but it is turning out to be the best one out of all the 4 figures in this set. It came out amazing. I'm kind of glad I sold off my IDW comic accurate Tarn for this. And a lot of people are saying, no, that one is still going to be the best one, the DJD Tarn. The Legacy Evolution Tarn is probably going to be still the best Tarn, but you guys, you need to give this figure a second look because the Cyberverse colors are doing this mold wonders. Let's take a closer look at the details of this new Legacy United Cyberverse Universe Voyager class Tarn.
Cortex Helm eliminated you, my universe.
Tarn. Head to toe, the figure stands at about 17 centimeters tall, or about 6 2/3 inches tall. And for comparisons, here he is with fellow Cyberverse Universe character. We have Legacy United Deluxe Class Windblade, as well as from the Nemesis Bridge Dramatic Capture series by Takara Tomy, Voyager Class, or later class, Soundwave. And here are all 4 of the figures in the set of the Legacy United versus 4-pack. We've got Squeeze Play, Cliffjumper, Tarantulas or Tyrantulas, and Tarn. And they are all arranged now in order of what I think is the best and the worst. And as it looks, this Tarn is looking to be the best figure in the lot. Second place goes to Tarantulas, and unfortunately these two are in the bottom 2, with third place going to Cliffjumper, and sadly the last place worst figure goes to Squeeze Play. Now, I was worried that this figure was going to be the worst figure of the lot because when they showed promo pics, I was like, what is wrong with the colors of this figure? The faceplate is definitely going to be worse off than the IDW version. And then I rewatched, or probably watched for the first time, the series finale of Cyberverse, and I saw this guy in action, and I looked at the figure and wow, Hasbro nailed it with this figure. He looks like the Cyberverse Tarn. Sure, they could use a little bit more purple paint on the chest, maybe brighter colors on the face, but yeah, we have this guy in Cyberverse format, and the figure just pops. That was really quite the episode. I mean, if you didn't watch it, I'm sorry. Spoiler alert. This guy isn't really the DJD Tarn, or maybe he was. He's from another universe, transported into this universe. But the Tarn core was really, Megatron went full on prequel Star Wars and created a clone army of Decepticons. And this guy, Tarn, who had an identity, and he wanted to rule over all the other Decepticon soldiers, and he bamboozled the Autobots, including Optimus Prime, into helping him get that thing on his head. You can see right there, the shiny thing on his head, the Cortex Helm. I know, it's a stupid name, Cortex Helm. I could have done something better. But anyway, it sort of allows you to control all the drones, and you're like the head bee or the queen bee of the hive mind and something like that. They could have probably remolded the legs to include those Boba Fett rocket boot rockets or knee pad rockets. Yeah, I mean, they could have done that, but they didn't. The gun's okay. And most of the aesthetic on this figure, except maybe for the flat feet, are kind of spot on, I think. And looking at that head sculpt, comparing it with the cartoon render, Yeah, the horns could be bigger. I kind of wish Hasbro could have included an alternate head. Usually they do that with these multi-packs. Maybe an alternate head with a cracked faceplate would have been nice if you wanted to get him as accurate to the cartoon as possible. So paint apps, colors, great figure pops, amazingly. As far as mold degradation, I don't think there's any too much mold degradation. This is what, the third version of the mold with including bludgeon. I think there's going to be a fourth version, which is the Amazon exclusive 2-pack bludgeon. But yeah, so far so good. I mean, the looseness of this bicep joint or elbow joint is a common issue. It was already loose with the first version. So he still has his katana, his Cybertron, cyber blade or cyber samurai sword. He still has these two guns on the back, which are actually a lot more loose this time around. They pop off very easily compared to the first version of Tarn. He still has the double-barreled weapon or twin guns. You can still remove them if you wanted to. You can plug it here on his back if you want to. But overall, it's far superior, in my opinion, to the first version of Tarn. As far as articulation goes, the neck is on a ball joint. You got a waist swivel. The arms are on hinges. They go in and out, forward and backward 360. You got this bicep joint right here. You got a bicep swivel, hinge elbow. You got a swivel wrist. Fingers still move in and out. Hips are on hinges. You do the splits, kick forward, backward, thigh swivel, hinge knees, ankles. You point the toes down, back up, and have the rocker tilt. Rocker tilt, though, I would have wished there was a little bit more movement. It's kind of hindered by the way the legs have been molded. Transformation. I'm going to go ahead and fold the feet this way. I'm going to join the legs together. Pop the chest open. Pop this backpack out. So you untab the back of the shoulders and then rotate. Fold the guns up like this. And the backpack's going to stay right there. You want to split the shoulders. They're a little tight. Okay, fold back that head. This clear plastic bit loves to pop off. So rotate the shoulders down. Okay, and then this chest is going to rest up in front. That's going to be the front part of the tank. Go ahead and rotate shoulders in this position. Fold down the backpack. Might as well go ahead and fold the lower legs, but don't fold them at the knees. That's a common mistake. You got to fold them here on the calves. You got to detach the shins from the calves. Fold them. And then you want to tab in the toes onto the backpack. Okay. Arms, you're going to want to open up these panels right here. Side panels on his shoulders. Okay. Then the lower arms, you want to rotate the fists 180 degrees. You want to open up these panels here. Hold down the arms. These forearms, they are going to tab. They're going to tab onto the thighs, and that's what the hinge at the base of the bicep is for. You want to tab the arms this way, okay? And then these panels right here, they're going to tab underneath the feet, okay? And then all that's left is for these shoulder panels to come around and fold under and tab underneath the arms. Go ahead and do that. It feels like the first time you do it, it's going to be very tight. It feels like it's going to break or something, but it's just the first time. It's going to be tight, but once you do it over several times, it's going to be a lot easier to fold that thing. Okay. And once you've done that, there is Tarn in his Cybertronian assault tank mode. There are no wheels still, unfortunately. It's the same mold as what we've gotten for the Legacy Evolution line. So, yep, it kind of rolls. And then the weapon, you want to just go ahead and tab it onto the legs. Okay. And then the sword, you can mount it on any of the 5mm peg holes as you wish. You put it there, but for symmetry purposes, I think it's best if you put it on top. And there you go, Tarn in its tank mode. Maybe we remove the sword for now, just so we can appreciate the tank mode. Okay, and if you want some comparison, let's do another purple Decepticon. Here we have Cyclonus. So yeah, compared to this guy, the older mold, he is kind of on the small side for a Voyager class figure, but decent enough. So one last thing before we go into our final thoughts. If you wanted to make this figure as screen accurate or cartoon accurate as possible, it is possible to remove quite fairly easily the forearm, especially the left forearm. And that would simulate the broken and missing arm that he had on the show, and you can still get him into some decent poses. Also, if you have this kind of blast effect, I think this was from Tricranius or something like that, one of those dino bones. You could actually put it behind his head and rest it between those two guns, those two cannons, and it can somehow or somewhat simulate the Cortex helm. And yeah. And so some final thoughts on this Legacy United Cyberverse Tarn. I really enjoyed this figure. I think it is the best figure in the entire set. The colors are really amazing. It truly makes the figure pop. I thought it was the better version than the Legacy Evolution IDW version. Take nothing away from that figure. That figure is really awesome, and it still commands a significant amount of money, which is why Hasbro is going to be re-releasing that figure. Both figures are amazing, in my opinion. If you didn't like that Tarn figure in Legacy Evolution, there's no way you're going to like this one. But if you loved that figure, you are going to love this figure even more. I really thought I wasn't going to love this figure. I thought it was going to be corny, but I was proven wrong, and thank God I was. I really, really was blown away by this figure. It still has, unfortunately, the flaws that the old figure has, like that loose chest, the skinniness. I just wish he was a little bit more muscle, a little bit more beefier in terms of build and size. I wish they could have remolded the legs, maybe remolded some of the torso pieces so that it would make him a little bit bigger, but unfortunately they just decided to do a straight up repaint and a recolor. But like I said, the recolor is amazing. So the figure is going to get a 9.5 out of 10 as far as the entire set. As far as getting it, if you're really interested in all of the characters, if you love the Beast Wars, Tarantulas, you're a G1 nut and you like Squeeze Play, and you enjoyed Transformers Prime show, Cliffjumper is one of the more popular characters despite being only on one show alive and then being a zombie on another show or another episode. And if you like the Cyberverse universe, then you're going to love the entire set. But if you're just looking to get one or two of the figures from the set, I would recommend you split the set with another collector. Find a buddy who's willing to split the set with you. That's probably what I could recommend. I was shocked at how well this set turned out. I really thought it didn't make sense to bunch them all together, but I guess Hasbro had their reasons. They didn't want any of these figures just being peg warmers or shelf warmers. It turned out to be a great move, and unfortunately it is a store exclusive, which sucks. But if you can get this whole set at retail, go for it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this Transformers Legacy United versus 4-pack Voyager class Cyberverse universe Tarn, as well as the other figures in this box set. Let me know what your thoughts on this 4-pack versus Legacy United box set. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.